Hello and welcome to the first unofficial Finesse tutorial. This tutorial is going to be covering how to write an essay really fast and really well. So first we're going to go through the main parts that you need to make an essay. Okay, so this is what's included in the workbook. You have your introduction, your body, and your conclusion, and those are the three parts of your essay. And basically, the secret to writing a good essay is that your thesis statement, which is part of your introduction, is really the whole essay. And then everything else that you write, you're literally going to be pulling from that first paragraph. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and the importance of writing a really good thesis statement. So let's get right into that. So what exactly is a thesis statement and what is the point? Well, that's actually what a thesis statement is. It's the main point of your essay. So with the thesis statement, you're going to be stating the main point that you're trying to prove. And if you think of your essay like a train, your thesis statement is the train tracks. It literally is going to guide the way that you are speaking in your essay. And so the quickest way to do this and the best way to do this is using a 3-point thesis statement. You don't necessarily have to write an essay like this. There are multiple ways to do this, but this is the way that I've used in high school and college, and it's worked great for me. So this is the one that I think you should use most often, right? A 3-point thesis statement is a 1-sentence statement that answers a question and then provides 3 examples for why what you're saying is true. So, for example, if I was answering an essay about why I'm a good dog owner, if that was the question, I would say, I'm a good dog owner because I make sure my dog has a healthy diet, I take her for vet checkups regularly, and I always buy her new toys. And that would be my full thesis statement. And the beauty of this thesis statement is, like we said, we have a body paragraph with 3 paragraphs. Well, all these examples actually become your body paragraph, so it becomes really easy to plan your essay and write it out really fast. So this is an example of that. My first paragraph is about the healthy diet. My second paragraph is about the vet. And then my third paragraph is about the toy. So literally just how I wrote it out in my thesis statement. The point of your body paragraph is you're going to further explain the examples that you've stated in your thesis statement. So in my paragraph 1 right here that I have, I'm talking about my dog's healthy food, how I give her healthy food. I would explain with proof and the significance of what I'm doing. So I would say I do a lot of research on the vitamins and nutrients that my dog needs, and then I go out and I spend money on food that provides the right amount of, whatever. I just explain why it's important and why I do it. And this is just further proving, once again, we go back to my thesis statement, that I'm a good dog owner. So always when you're writing your essay, think, am I answering my thesis statement? Am I answering the prompt? And am I proving my thesis statement? And so then we move on to the final part of your essay, which is the conclusion. And this is where you just summarize, you repeat what you've been saying, but just in a summary. So for example, with the dog, what I've been talking about is I'm giving her healthy food, I'm taking her to the vet, and I'm buying her toys. So the main idea of all of that is I'm doing everything I can to keep this dog happy and healthy, right? So that's the main summary of what I'm trying to talk about. So I would restate, I am a good dog owner because I'm striving to keep my dog happy and healthy by taking her to the vet, keeping track of her health, and buying her toys and anything that she needs and whatever. And this is because I'm committed to being a good dog owner. I could word this better, but that's basically the main point of what a conclusion is just wrapping everything up, and it's basically the final bow on a present. Okay, so this same formula is going to work perfectly for essay number 1 when it's asking you why do you deserve this scholarship. So for this question, just pick any field that you want. So if it's going to be science, the medical field, whatever. Just pick a specific thing to apply to and then use that for your examples. So let me show you what I did so I can explain this. So this is my first paragraph example. I'm going to show you how one good paragraph can really write your whole essay. You use everything you put in the first paragraph to map out your entire essay. So this is my example. I launched my first blog at age 8 after I discovered a virtual reality game called Club Penguin. Ever since then, my love for digital media has continued to grow. In the future, I want digital media to be my career, and I'm working hard to make that a reality. I believe I deserve the Finesse Your Education Media Scholarship because I've shown my commitment to digital media by working internships, earning all A's last semester, and launching my own media blog. This funding will help continue my pursuit of digital media. So I highlighted what I focused on, which is media, so you can choose whatever emphasis you want. If it's going to be on STEM, the medical field, maybe specifically like dentistry or whatever, just choose a topic because this determines how you're going to answer the question. Okay, and so breaking this down bit by bit, you have my first sentence, and this is the opener. Okay, I opened with something weird. You're like, why is this girl talking about being 8 years old and playing Club Penguin? What does that have to do with this scholarship? So this is something that someone's going to read and go, okay, what is this? And they might want to know more, and that's the whole point of an opener. And then boom, we have the thesis statement. So I say the question was, why do you deserve this scholarship? And so my thesis statement is, I believe I deserve the Finesse Your Education Media Scholarship because I've shown my commitment to digital media by working internships, earning all A's, blah, 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 right? I provided 3 specific examples. Now, I personally, looking back at this, I would take out I believe, and I would just say I deserve. Because with your thesis statement, you just want to be very clear and to the point. So there is ways that I can edit this, but for the most part, following this formula, I've stated my 3 examples, and that's going to be what I write about. And so further breaking that down, this is still the first paragraph. I know that my first body paragraph is going to be about working internships. My second body paragraph is going to be about earning all A's. And then my third paragraph is going to be about launching my blog. So how I did those things, why I did those things, and why that shows my commitment to digital media. And so you can see how this thesis statement really just takes all the guesswork out of what you do, and it really sets a concrete example of what you're going to be talking about. And with your conclusion, it's the same thing. You just restate your thesis statement, talk about, for example, with this, I'm talking about how I'm committed by doing all these different things, and then how this funding is going to help my pursuit of digital media, how this money is going to help me continue to push and focus on digital media. And this is how you would be starting off to answer your own essay questions. So I chose the STEM field since I know you want to be in the STEM field. If the question was, why do you deserve a STEM scholarship? Some points you could use is having a high GPA, being the first in the family to pursue the medical field, or even taking AP classes, and how you would explain some of this. For example, being the first person in your family to pursue the medical field, that shows that you are ready to venture into new territory. You're not afraid of a challenge, right? And it's showing that despite having that obstacle of not having help in the medical field, you're still dedicated to pursuing a degree in that field. Or even with the GPA and taking AP classes, it shows that you are continuing to push yourself in pursuit of that goal. So that's some things to start thinking about is, what am I doing to show my commitment, my dedication, my drive, my hard work? Those are all examples to kind of try to think of when you're answering this scholarship question. Okay, and final thoughts is start thinking of some innovative ways that you can stand out in a scholarship essay. You don't have to go above and beyond to get a scholarship, but you could still try to push yourself and make yourself competitive. So whether it's trying to join a club or an organization, and if Corona doesn't make that possible. Think about what you can personally do outside of school. So maybe you join an online community or start an online community for Black women pursuing STEM, or specifically them pursuing the medical field. Or maybe you start a blog or a YouTube channel or something that shows a dedication to what you want to do. And this is something that would be perfect to talk about in a scholarship essay, because it's going to make you stand out and they're going to go, wow, who is this person? So that's one really good thing about this essay process, is you can start to think about what are things that would look good in an essay, what would look good on an application, and then you can start doing those things. So that's just for the future, but as of right now, just focus on what you have done and write that out and get that settled, and don't focus so much on making it sound the best. Just really focus on the content, the material, and then we will edit everything together and then make it sound better as we move on. So that's the end. Okay.